No tak jo, borci, no tak jo, borky, my tu máme svoji level 16 kubovou holku z Havraspáru a budeme pokračovat v hraní Hogwarts Legacy a budeme dneska prolítávat svět, bych to tak viděl já. Už umíme dost kouzel. Ještě kouknem, co tady máme za úkoly. Jo, my jsme se včera chtěli seznámit se Sebastiánem, jasně. Takže, zajdeme se seznámit se Sebastiánem. A uvidíme, co dál. Susáku, čau. Proč jsem Susák? Tak, kudy máme jít? Tady se něco děje.
A rhinoceros skeleton. I'm on the right track.
Okay.
Over here.
Čau, Sebastiane.
It's been a while.
Protože máš uran. Jaký uran?
I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of
Já mám
course.
cukr, musel jsem si udělat cappuccino místo kafe.
But I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way.
Dobře, dobře, tak kam jdeme? Pojď, Sebastiane.
There's a secret.
Pavoučku, co máš dneska za náladu?
It's well
Máš
disguised.
toxickou náladu. Ty budeš dneska toxic.
How did you find this place?
My friend.
Tak jo.
Miss Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game.
Budeme
What I
dělat.
wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would
Vidím
take
truhlu.
So please, keep this between us. He never confided
Tady vidím truhlu.
in me since the day we met. I wouldn't
Tady
want to
něco
jeopardize
vidím.
We used to sneak in
Díky.
here almost daily.
Dokonce i něco lepšího, než teď máme. Tvář. Lepší čepice. Tady nic. To je horší. Tady to je jenom jeden. Dobrá.
In court.
I think I've seen
Tak, co mě
Ominous in
naučí?
potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it.
Moc dlouho koukat nebudu, čekám na bráchu, jdeme s rodičema na oslavu. Užívej, užívej,
I've
užij se
never
oslavu.
heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or
Sebastian nás
their
naučí nějaký kouzla, potom nás naučí Avada Kedavra,
Understood.
a Crucio a
Why does
Imperio,
Ominous have no love lost for his family?
ale
His
až ke
father's
konci
family are
hry.
direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic, but you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The
Confringo
is
se naučíme.
Very well.
No, to bude lehký. Dobré. Confringo umím.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at
Posvíce v Confringu. Kde ho máme? Ten jo. Expelliarmus si někam vyndám. Kde vyndáme tohle. Tady vyndáme tohle. Že jsme se to naučili.
Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo cast travels a bit farther than that of a spell like
Co
Incendio.
dělá jak?
Confringo!
Confringo, OK, a to zapaluje.
It's a tad hot.
Výbušný a zapalující. Tak to je dobrý. Tak ještě párkrát. Jedna.
I think I've got it.
Jedna plus.
Well done.
Dobré. Na
I
sláva.
have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
The blast does heat things up. I see how you lost your eyebrows.
You'll get used to it. Anne, Ominous, and I used to practice down here for hours. The Undercroft was our retreat. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when, and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me. About the Portkey, and Gringotts, and Ranrock.
Nothing gets past you. And yes, it is. As I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more to all of this.
I'm listening.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an hour.
Podzemí. Shledanou. Takže umíme nový kouzlo. Naučil nás Confringo.
Hello, Sebastian.
Já
Wait,
jsem Sebastian.
you there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous,
Já
isn't
jsem
it?
Kubovo
I
holka.
believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Garrett Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
Actually, Sebastian brought me there. But he made it perfectly clear to keep quiet about it.
That rat! You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster, and I'm not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
Trust me, Ominous. I won't say a word.
Why should I trust you? You just betrayed Sebastian.
Please, I was trying to defend him. He was clear that this was a secret place and I was to tell no one. He's a good friend.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
OK, hlavní úkoly 2 z 8, jo? OK. Skoro level 17, ale nestačilo to. Takže... Borci... Kryš na hradě je zadání profesora Šorpa, to musíme ten hromotvar a já mám... Přesně... Nevidím goldy. Galeony 630 a on stojí 1000. Potřebuju ještě 400 a nevím, jestli je to v těch oblečeních, co mám mimo, jakoby. V tom by to mohlo být. Tak to zkusíme jít prodat. Teď máme prázdný inventář a můžeme farmit. Já bych šel tady k JJ Pippinovi.
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all.
Tak, jdeme
What can I
kupovat,
do for you
prodávat.
today?
Aha, já mám jenom 4 věci na prodání, to nebude stačit. Chybí mi 36 galeonů, do prčic, tak to jsme se ušli zbytečně. Ale aspoň máme prázdný inventář. Ale naučím se Wingardium Leviosa. To musíme splnit. Nejhezčí učitelka v Bradavicích nám píše. Co proto musíme splnit? Zadání garlikové. Získej a použij úplnici jedovatou, mandragoru na více nepřátel současně. Udřínu a mochomůrky. OK. Tady někde musí být. Tuřín. Pander. Kde koupím mandragoru? Vřinství. Zvířata. No, když se máš důkaz, že hraje za klubka. No, ale to je tou češtinou, pavouku. Ona ta čeština je taková špatná, když hraje za holku. Kam jsem chtěl jít? Tuřín.
The tales of Beetle the Bard still ring true today.
Welcome. Come on in. Now, where was I? Right. Oh, yes.
Než musím, čau, Jendo. Tak koupíme tady tu mandragoru, nebo co potřebujeme. Jdeme na truskavice, to nechci.
No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Já nevím, co jsem chtěl. Garliková, úplnici jedovatou a mandragoru. No, víc nepřátel současně.
Potato.
Jak se že mění ty?
Revelio.
Ale já už nevím tohle, jo. Zetkem. Zubaté zelí, to není mandragora. Mandragora. Dřínu a mochomůrky. Tak kde? U dřínu a mochomůrky. U dřínu, není to tady. Field. Pratinky. No nevím, kde to je. U dřínu a mochomůrky. Kde získám mandragoru? Já jsem jí tak chtěl rovnou splnit a asi to nedám. Komnata s mapami. Hlášení profesoru Figovi. Tak zajdem za profesorem Figem. Naučíme se ještě pár kouzel, než začneme prohledávat svět. Jdeme do Bradavic. On nás vezme do té mapové komnaty.
Spleen, I think.
Pane Figu, dobrý den.
To see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Your friend, Mr. Ollivander, sent me an owl asking for help finding an heirloom wand that was stolen.
Dobrý
Ahoj,
den.
Dory. Čau,
And so I
čau,
went to
vítej.
the owlery,
Jsi
like
připlavala,
yourself,
jo?
And there were all these statues.
What do you mean, statues? In the owlery?
Yes, which led me to a secret hideout where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not,
Našli jsme
it's a room below
místnost pod
Hogwarts.
Why
Bradavicemi,
am I
mapovou
not
komnatu.
surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that.
Z říše snů.
Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
OK.
The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way, and a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
To think it was beneath us all this time.
To pryč.
This looks promising. Map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Tak co?
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the portkey, and of trials you'd created for one who sees traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll find you at the tower.
Uvidíme se tam.
Until then, be careful. And do not tell anyone where you're going.
OK. Tak jo, 3 z 8 úkolů. A level 17. Super.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Revelio.
Jak jsem jí trefil. Stránku jednu schovanou. Jedna by to měla být někde. Dveřma, co? No dveřmama. Co s tímhle? Potřebujeme Alohomora.
Revelio.
Něco cinká. No. Tak, už jedeme půl hodinky. Tak si dáme chvíli pauzičku a pojedeme další půl hodinku. Jenže nevím, co mám dělat. On mě poslal někam ten úkol úplně mimo Bradavice. Soud Percivala Raghama. Jsem chtěl mapa. Mapa světa. No a on mě poslal úplně až sem nahoru na sever. Takže v příští půl hodince budeme objevovat svět. Budeme si objevovat teleporty, objevíme je všechny. Všechny tady na severu.